Are you concerned about the tech sector right now?
I'm not quite concerned about the Nasdaq, but I am a little wary of the price action in the big Nasdaq stocks these days, and the NDX index or QQQ, however you prefer to trade it. What's interesting to me is the Nasdaq stocks, the biggest cap Nasdaq stocks, have certainly been among the market leaders. And what I've seen over the past couple of days or the past few days, is that the Nasdaq really hasn't had the sort of buoyancy that one would hope for if you're going to see continued leadership out of the market. The reason I'm not completely worried about this is it could just be a normal consolidation. These things have run very far, very fast. A lot of the price action was spurred sort of on the back of the Amazon Whole Foods merger. The problem you get into with some of these stocks are that they're so heavily weighted now. The leaders are so huge relative to some of these indices that they really get an outsized weight in the valuation, and they become very susceptible to the movements of a few large names. What we saw, for example, is when the EU fined Google for some of its search results, the stock fell, but not all that dramatically. But you still end up seeing a fall of, starting the day of 10, 20 bucks, 25 bucks in a stock like Google. That starts to weigh. And in the morning, when you saw that announcement, the NDX was quoted down 0.5%. It makes you wonder that whether a real sustained piece of bad news couldn't have a very outsized effect on NDX, and whether it's appropriate to be maybe taking a little less exposure in NDX QQQ than you would in some of the broader indices, perhaps like S&P Spiders or IWM Russell 2000.